Finally, for this topic, we move into indices, square numbers, roots, index notation, etc. So let's have a quick revision of what a square number is. Many of you will probably be familiar with this, but let's have a look at this example here. 3 to the power of 2. This is also called 3 squared. Okay? Or 3 to the power of 2. We have the base, which is the main number that we're squaring, and the squared is called the index, which can also be called the power, or the indices. Indices is plural. So 3 to the power of 2, most of you will already know that that means 3 times 3. Or in this example here, we can see why it's called 3 squared. Do you see the area diagram of 3 times 3, or the area array, is actually a square. So any number that you multiply by itself, like 4 times 4, they all form the shape of a square. So let's look at some examples now. And these are the ones that you really need to memorize. Okay, so if you're going to spend some time with your times tables, memorize these ones if you don't know them already. So 1 squared is the same as 1 times 1, which is 1. 2 squared is the same as 2 times 2, which is 4. 3 squared is the same as 3 times 3, which is 9. 4 squared, I'm just going to do it in short form now, is 16. 5 squared is 25. 6 squared is 36. 7 squared is 49. 8 squared is 64. 9 squared is 81. And finally, 10 squared is 100. For numbers bigger than that, you will use your calculator. Okay. Now, if you don't know how to use your calculator, calculator for larger numbers, either ask me or ask a friend. Your calculator might have a button that looks like this, or maybe it looks like this. Or maybe you'll have a hat. Actually, you might just have a hat button. Forget that X. Just that, hat. Okay? And you would write maybe 31, hat, 2 to get your 31 squared. Okay? So if you can't find it in your calculator, please ask me.